Asian Masters Fencing Championships hosted here in Western Australia. Countries from around the globe have come here for this outstanding competition, and Undercurrent came along and took a look, and the finals are on now.
Today we're at the Asian Masters Fencing Championship and also the Oceania Veterans Fencing Championship. So it's a competition incorporating fencers over the age of 35 for women and 40 for men from across Asia and Oceania. This is the first time we've hosted this event, but we run national competitions 4 or 5 times a year, which again are fairly big.
What is the appeal of fencing?
Fencing is a very different sport from many other sports. It has a lot of excitement and it exercises your body and your mind, so there's a great deal of strategy involved, and it is you versus an opponent, so you have no team or sort of other people that you can blame or rely upon. It's you versus the opponent. Fencing is often referred to as lightning chess because it has that mix of speed and power, but also the need to use your brain. So it's a very exciting sport for that reason. There's 3 different weapons that we fence at Olympic level. So there is foil, épée and sabre. Foil, the target is just the torso area and has a right of way, so it means if one person's attacking, then the other person should defend before hitting back. And it's a point weapon, which means that you have to stab your opponent, you have to hit them with the tip. The second weapon, épée, is also a point weapon, but the body is the whole target, and épée is based on the concept of dueling. The third weapon is sabre, and that's a cutting weapon, and so the target is everything from the hips upwards because it's based on the cavalry sword, and it's a cutting weapon, so you can hit with the blade or the point.
What sort of physical strength do you need?
You don't need to be physically strong, but you do need to be able to accelerate and change direction and maintain your balance. And so the art of fencing is maintaining your balance and maintaining your distance and picking just the right moment to attack and defend to get the better of your opponent.
Can you tell us about some of the competitors that are here?
So for the Masters competition in particular, we've got big teams from Japan, Hong Kong, Iran, the Philippines and of course Australia, as well as some fencers from New Zealand, French Polynesia, Chinese Taipei and Uzbekistan. So we've got a fair number of people. The Iranian team is very strong. They've won a number of events and have been in a number of the team finals. Australia obviously has been very strong this competition because we're hosting it, so we've been able to bring in our top fencers and strong numbers. And the Japanese team as well has had a number of strong fencers and winning some age categories.
I think, seeing the partnership here between all of the Asian countries and Australia and New Zealand, everybody coming together here, I think it's amazingly wonderful for fencing because not only are people getting a great competitive environment, and the numbers here have been amazing, they're also getting to meet and form relationships with people from other countries where they could go train or bout or go to competitions. So I think that's really special. And I have to say, the spirit and friendliness of the athletes here and the willingness of the referees to accept feedback has been nothing short of amazing.
Have you had a lot of support?
There's been a lot of support both from international bodies. So the International Federation gave the AFF a grant to assist with the running of the competition, and Fencing WA has had a lot of sponsors, the WA government and some others who have provided support, monetary and other, for the event. So there's been that, and also quite a big crowd of supporters from within the fencing community of WA here helping out, volunteering, supporting and assisting in the running of the competition.
And what is so appealing about the sport?
There's a couple things. One, it's amazing activity and exercise. It is that kind of thinking sport, but also in a world where, not every child is going to play a team sport. like football or rugby. And not every kid is suited to that. I think fencing is a special place for athletes who are amazing athletes who really want to do an individual sport where if they're willing to put in the training, they're always going to get to play. Nobody's sitting on the sidelines. If you want to come to this sport, if you're a parent and want your kid to be athletic, they're always going to get a chance to be athletic in this sport, and I think that's unbelievably special.
Angela Albuquerque for Undercurrent.